one time, man, because it's been a long time since we've been on here. I wanted to go live for my people one time, man. Let me see. Yeah, what's good with the family, man? I want to talk to y'all about something that's important, man. The less you own, the more peace you have. We have been tricked, we have been manipulated, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it in this live today. And I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. I've been doing a lot of moving around. And something just hit me, man. Something real life just hit me. And it's about the way we living, the way we've been programmed and we've been introduced to a life that God didn't even intend for us to live. You know, a lot of the things we do or we is doing, you know, God didn't intend for us to live like this. You know what I mean? Like, God didn't approve for us to live the way we living, to be the way we is, to act the way we acting. So where's all these things coming from? We're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about the influence of the government, the influence of society, and the reality that we was faced with, how it basically manipulated us and handicapped us from becoming the best version of ourselves and being at peace with ourselves. We're going to talk about it today. Daniel Berry, what's good? Daniel Berry Sports. I see you in this thing. Hey, everyone. Happy Wednesday. What's good with you, Daniel? Welcome to the live, Daniel. Welcome to the live, my brother. Glad to see you in the live. We're going to talk about, you know, just having less and doing with less will bring you more peace than you can ever imagine. Having less and being able to do more with less would bring you way more peace than trying to own everything or trying to have it all. See, having it all is what's going to stress you out. Having it all is what's going to put a burden on you. Having it all is what's going to trap you deeper into this matrix. And we've been tricked. And I can honestly say the people that structured this society and set up this system the way they did, I can honestly say they did a good job at brainwashing us. And we're going to talk about it today. Marie, what's good with you, Marie? Marie is Vin. Say, hey, how you doing, Marie? Welcome to the live, Marie. Glad to see you back in the live. It's been a long time since I went live. I know everybody probably at work, probably at school, or some people probably still sleep. I know how it be. But, you know, I just wanted to pop in for a quick 20 to 30 minutes, you know, to share this with y'all that I've been having on my mind, on my chest about just how we was tricked into believe that we got to have it all to live a peaceful and a good life. That can't be no more further than the truth, you know, than I can explain. Like, having more will put more strain on your brain. Sure, it looks good on the outside. Having more looks good on the outside. It looks good. But having more will put more stress on you than you can never imagine. Take it from a person like me. I done had a lot in my days. You feel me? I done had so much. And they tricked us into believing the less we have, the more stress we will occur. And they tricked us in believing that the more we have, the better and the well off we will be. But it's the other way around, y'all. It's the other way around. We're going to talk about this shit. We're going to talk about this because it's the other way around. And they tricked us in believing and thinking that having more is better. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Alex, what's good with you, Alex? I see you in this thing. Alex Rodriguez, I see you, man. Welcome back to the live, Alex. I see you in this thing. Alex say, what's up, True? What you preaching today, big bro? I'm talking about how having less is actually the better route to take when it comes to having peace. The less you have, the more peace of mind you have. The more you have, the more stress you have. You get it? The less you have, the more peace of mind you have. The more you have, the more you own things, the more you accumulate all these different materialistic things, the more stress it brings on you. You feel me? And we want to talk about how this society was structured and set up for us to believe that having more is better when really it's the other way around. We're going to talk about it. Okay, everybody diving in this thing. Speedy in this thing. What's good with you, Speedy? My boy Speedy in this thing. Cross West in this thing. What's good with you, Cross? Okay, Alex say can hear you, but your connection is fuzzy. Okay, the connection kind of fuzzy. All right, let me see. Hold on real quick. Hold up. Hold up. All right. All right, do you hear me? Can y'all hear me and see me better? Can y'all hear me and see me better? Can y'all hear me and see me better? I need to know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. The one in the chat, if you can hear me, okay. Okay, Crosswest say yeah. Okay, Speedy, my bad. I forgot you a woman, Speedy. You told me that last time, Speedy. My bad. You're good now. You good. Okay, Alex say you good. Okay. Understand this, y'all. Life is about joy. It's about happiness. It's about memories. It's about camaraderie. And it's about purpose. We never was put here to do half the shit or most of the shit that we doing right now. We wasn't put here to go work for these corporate jobs. That's not why God assigned us to be a part of this human existence. We wasn't put here to pay bills every 30 days. We wasn't put here to try to go into real estate and own all these different properties and all this different shit. We wasn't put here to try to get rich and to try to spend life, you know, every day living it up and flossing and flaunting our success and our riches. That's not why we was put here. We was put here to be at peace with one another and do the will of God. And see, what happened in the process was man came along and man wanted to dictate how the rest of the world and how the rest of the society thinks. And we have been captured. We have been in bondage. We have been kidnapped through the mind. They brainwashed us into believing that we need all these things. We need to own all these things. We need to go to school to get all these degrees in order to become successful and to be happy and to be at peace. But honestly and truly, it's the other way around. The less you have, the more at peace you become with yourself. The more you have, the more of a burden these things put on your brain, because you always got to worry about keeping up with the shit. You always got to worry about keeping up with that new house you just bought. You always got to worry about, you know, going to work and make sure you're on time. You always got to worry about keeping up with these 3 or 4 different cars that you own, but you're not understanding this shit is putting a burden on you. And let me drop another nugget on y'all real quick, what y'all don't even understand, what a lot of people, you know, it go over their head about life, about peace, about prosperity. See, prosperity is through the spirit. Prosperity is not through materialistic goods. It's through the spirit. That's where you get true prosperity at. It's through the spirit. I told y'all so many times about the story how I had $30,000 in my pocket. I had 3-4 cars and I was still unhappy. I was unhappy, man. I was throwing money out the window and my cousin was trying to keep me from throwing money out the window. He like, cuz you just threw $5,000 out the window. I said, man, fuck that money. See, because those things is eternal figures. Those things is only external. It only look good from the outside looking in, but how you feeling within is matter. That's what matters the most. How you feeling on the inside is what matters the most. See, one thing I know about owning some shit, it brings a burden on you. It puts a strain on you. It keeps you tied down into this system. It keeps you tied down into this matrix. I'm not saying there's something wrong with earning your keep and owning something. It's nothing wrong with owning things. There's nothing wrong with having success. There's nothing wrong with prospering when it comes to wanting more out of life. That's not what this message is about. But what I'm telling you is, don't let that be the sole purpose to what brings you peace and happiness. You got to know how to do without some shit. You got to know how to go undercover and do without. And see, what a lot of people is figuring out right now in this day and age is that shit. At the end of the day, no matter how much I accumulate, no matter how much I gain, it don't bring me peace. It don't bring me happiness. And what I'm telling y'all is the elites, the people that made this system, the people that govern us all, the people, the collective that came together and said, you know what, we gonna capture their minds. This is what they did to us. They said, we gonna make them feel like they need more in order to be happy. We don't want them to think or to believe that they don't need none of this shit to be happy. See, that's what they did to us. They did a number on us. They got us thinking that we need all this shit to be at peace, to be happy. So we always looking at the end of the tunnel for when we gonna be at peace. You say, man, when I graduate, man, life gonna be good. When I get this new job, life gonna be good. When I get rich one day, life gonna be good. And that's how they want you to think. That's how they want you to think. They want you to keep looking for that light at the end of the tunnel that you ain't gonna never find. This is how they want us to think. They don't want us to understand our power and the power that we possess. See, they don't want you to be at peace with where you at right now. They constantly want you chasing shit. They always want you in a state of moving and being busy and chasing things. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people are starting to realize and figure it out. Man, this shit don't make me happy, man. Because after you drive that first car off the lot, after you purchase the new house in the hills, that shit gonna get played out. And it's gonna go back to being just you, yourself, and I. All you gonna have is yourself and your energy. And based on who you was before you got those things, that's who you gonna be after you get it. So if you was miserable before you got rich, you're going to be miserable after you get rich. If you was miserable before you got that new house, you're going to be miserable after you get that new house. If you was happy before you got that new car, you're going to be happy after you get that new car. See, this shit is all about the mental. And one thing they did, they stripped us of our identity and understanding that we already have everything we need. God put us here in the perfect position and surrounded us with everything that we already need to prosper like we need to. But man came along and said, nah. I don't like the way God did that. Let me interfere with the work of God and let me come along and create my own system. And let me steal these people joy and keep these people chasing some shit that they think that's gonna make them happy. The goal is to be free inside, to be at peace, inner peace. And I'm gonna tell you this. You can do everything the rich man do. You can go rent out an Airbnb. You can go rent out a Lamborghini. You can have the same experience a rich man have. You can have the same experience a wealthy man have. You can have the same experience that we call the American dream. But the difference is that rich man, he owned that shit. So the burden is going to be stronger on him. You don't own it. You just want the experience. See, we got to dial back and see what really makes us happy and what rich is. See, now we talking about energies. This is a whole nother level I can dive into with this shit. Perspectives. What is your perspective? Do you think this new house, is your perspective of this new house is tied up into your peace? Is your perspective of this note that we call money is tied up into your peace? If it is your peace of mind to the point you need external objects and materialistic things to bring you back up to the point to where you feel fulfilled? Y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? You can do everything the rich man can do because you already rich. You a young king. You a young god. You a goddess. You a queen. Understand what I'm saying? God put us here and we already surrounded by the abundance of everything we need to prosper in life. We got everything we need. We already rich. What the hell is you tripping for? See, what it is the system. In order for you to free your mind, you got to break free from this system. And when you get caught up in this system, you will always be chasing some shit and think you need to own some shit to be free. But that's the opposite of freedom. That's the opposite of freedom. Because the more you have, the more you trap yourself into this matrix, the more you trap yourself into this third dimensional plane, the more you own, the more real estate you have. All these things that we was taught that we think that makes us look successful and feel like we got it together and feel like we got our shit together. God already put you here with everything you need all across the board to thrive and to be at peace with who you is. And all this shit out here in the world is just meant to sidetrack you, man. And so what we did is we reversed it. We threw God and what he wanted us to live, we threw that out the window. And we picked up man-made bullshit, man-made material objects, man-made lifestyles, man-made ideologies, man-made religions. We took all this shit in and we just threw God out the window. And we said, you know what? I want to enjoy what you made for us. I want to go chase this car. I want to go chase this house. I want to go chase this job. As I'm preaching, I'm telling you, man, I know I am. I know I'm preaching. Because enough is a fucking enough. We got people losing their mind, doing whatever they trying to do to get ahead on the internet, trying to create all these different TikTok videos and challenges all for some attention. And they don't even know the attention of God is the best attention you can ask for. What is you worried about how other people feel about you? What is you worried about having attention from other people? God see you. Shouldn't God attention be enough attention and all the attention you need? Shouldn't the attention of God be all the attention you need? And you know God don't sleep. God is watching. Shouldn't the opinions or the opinion of God be more valued than the opinion of other people? See, we already great in our own way. Just by being here, you are part of greatness. You are part of God. Just by breathing. See, I'm going to tell you something, man. When you really snap out of it, see, you got to pop out your shell to go into the level of the depth that I'm about to get ready to go into. You got to free your mind. You got to pop out your shell, man. You got to become like Neo in the Matrix. You got to see around this bullshit. You got to pop out the shell. I'm telling you, man, I thought it was about having money in the bank. I thought it was about owning all these cars and all this shit. Man, that shit didn't bring me happiness, dog. I was at my lowest state, my lowest state. I was in my lowest condition at one point in time, and I had it all. Or what we call it, having it all is. Everybody was looking at me, man, you're doing so good for yourself. Inside, I was suffering because I was too busy trying to hang on to all this different shit. And I was killing myself in the process of trying to hang on to all this different shit that man told me I need in order to look successful. See, man told us you need this, you need that in order to look successful, in order to have a part of the American dream, or hell, even the world dream. But God told you and said, you already got everything you need. I gave you everything you need. Breath itself is worth more than riches and wealth can ever give you. Breath, eyesight, sound, and hearing. These things we take for granted. See, I'm going to go back to my point and say, you can do everything the rich man do. The only difference is he owns it and you don't own it. But the good thing is you don't want to own it because you don't want to have that burden of trying to keep up with it. See, the difference between you seeing and experiencing the same thing as the rich man, see, the rich man got to worry about how he going to keep up with his house. He got to worry about how he going to keep up with all them cars. He got to worry about how he going to keep up with all them yachts. You ain't got to worry about that. But guess what, though? You can get the same exact experience. You can go rent you a car, a nice car. You can go get you a nice Airbnb. You can go take you a nice vacation across the world. And guess what? You can get back to where you at and say, damn, I did it. And I don't even have to have the burden of trying to keep up with it. Do y'all understand the psychological damage these people did to us, bruh? They fucked us up. They really messed us up. And I'm not against getting your money and owning nothing. I'm a hustler by birth. But I'm telling you, they pull one on us, man. They pull one on us. You feel me? You can get the same experience. Just think about this shit. You can get the same experience, bruh. See, life is all about memories. Life is all about experience. Life is all about peace and having fun. Do you know you can book you a one-way trip to Jamaica, to the Caribbean, to the Caribbean islands, and you can experience the same shit that people telling you you gotta have in order to earn 6 figures? You can experience the same exact thing. But see, the sad part about it, people don't understand that these things will capture you the moment that you spend time and enough time and you spend enough energy into trying to keep up with it. It will capture your peace. Because eventually, everything you own is one day going to own you. Everything you have, one day is going to have you. I repeat that. Eventually, everything you own, from your house, your car, everything, your wardrobe, your designer, everything you own one day is going to own you. You dig what I'm saying? And what I'm telling y'all is, man, you already got everything you need. Stop looking outside of yourself for happiness. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm going to read questions because I know I went off. I went in a little bit. I went in a little too much. Let me read questions, though. Okay. Maria, what's good with you, Marie? Marie say, truth be told. Hosky, what's good with you, Hosky? How you doing now? Glad you could catch live, Hosky of Dark Star. Glad you could catch it live. Cross West, pronounce, okay, Croy, LOL, the X has a Y sound. Okay, Croy West, okay, I got you, big dog. Croy West, I got you, big dog. Welcome to the live, brother. Speedy, yep, yeah, you a girl. I know you a girl, man. It's in here now, Speedy. I got you. Miss Bougie, yes. 1 million. You already know, Bougie. Let's get it. Let's see who else on here. Croy, absolutely. Miss Bougie say, some people work their butts off and don't have an outside life. They complain about still being unhappy. Miss Bougie, what would you rather have? Would you rather have the riches of life, or would you have the peace of mind that life can offer you and still experience the rich lifestyle. See, the thing we don't ever address or talk about, Booty, you can still experience the rich lifestyle without being rich. You know why, Bougie? Because you already rich. You the experience. You the one that's experienced this. That's why they say, make the money, don't let it make you. Experience the world. Don't let the world experience you. Ooh, wee. That's a real gem right there. I'm going to say it again. Experience the world. Don't let the world experience you. Man. See, people out here is being captured by the world. They not capturing the world. They letting the world capture them. They letting their job capture them. They letting their time go to another boss they'll never meet. They letting their house capture their energy. They letting their car dictate how they move. They letting their wardrobe and their clothes and their success make them a prisoner of the moment. Make them a prisoner of their reality. You can't even move how you want to move. See, you can do everything that the so-called rich people was doing because you already rich. It's not called faking it till you make it. It ain't no such thing as faking it till you make it. It's called being at peace and doing what makes you happy. But see, one thing about people that created this game, because all this shit is a game. One thing about the people that created this game, they wanted you to feel like you was unsupported or you was unloved or you wasn't good enough. And they want to dangle these other people in your face who probably have a little bit more of you by playing this game. And they want to make it seem like you don't have shit. You ain't gonna never be shit because of you ain't got what they created. Do you know they created cars? Do you know they created houses? Do you know they created jobs? Do you know they created religion? God didn't have nothing to do with that. So half of your life, what you trying to, basically what you working towards, what you trying to get, basically what you trying to own is some shit that another man made. It ain't got nothing to do with God. It's some shit that another man told you need. It's some shit that another man told you need to have in order to look like this or in order to be respected like that. It ain't got nothing to do with what God put here. Because everything we need, we already got. You feel me? We was born with it. We was born with breath. We was born with eyesight. We was born with the ability to hear, taste, touch. And we don't understand, man. These people tricked us, man. They said, we gonna create a system where we keep these people working. We gonna keep them working. We gonna keep them looking for at the end of the tunnel that they ain't gonna never find. You know why? You know where the light at? You know why you ain't gonna find the light at the end of the tunnel? Because it's already inside you. The light is already inside you. You was born with the light. You is the light. Man. 545 Chris, preach, brother. What's good with you, Chris? Good to see you back in the joint, my brother. Hope everything well with you, Chris. Good to see you back in the live, brother. Demetrius, what's good with you, Demetrius? Miss Bougie, I'm sharing this to so many people right now. Facts. Thank you, Miss Bougie. I appreciate you. Truth Risings, my brother in the building. I see you, Truth Risings 100, my brother. Good to have you back in the joint. Hit the like button if you coming in. Please, much appreciated. Yeah, y'all hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button if y'all could. That don't cost y'all nothing. We appreciate it for sure. Speedy say, yup, Demetrius, true, sir. JC, I was at a job. They slashed my tires, kept not letting me get over 40 hours, and then they kept finding a reason to make me quit. Then they fired me. Yeah, that's because of they seen that you didn't have no longevity at that job. They can already tell the ones that's gonna be programmed, JC, from the ones that ain't gonna be programmed. See, if they see that they can't program you like they want to, they gonna get you out the building real fast. And they gonna try to do it in a very slick way. They gonna make it seem like it was you. You know what I mean? But whole time, they just knew that you was unprogrammable. Yeah, you was unprogrammable, if that's a word. That's a word now. You was unprogrammable, JC. They couldn't program you like they did those other employees. So you know what they said? They said, man, this dude too hard to work with. Let's get him up out of here. I didn't deal with the same thing, JC. It's all good, though. You on the bigger and better things. It was a blessing in disguise, believe me. Truth Rising say fire 100. You already know, my brother. Truth Rising, JC. They did me dirty, cause they saw I showed up every day, do my job, and go home. Yeah, and sometimes you become a threat to the company when they see you you walk upright, when they see you got a good head on your shoulders. Sometimes, you know, what they do is they get very they get insecure. They get in their feelings. They feel like you trying to take their position. You trying to jock their position. And so they get scared, and shit, man. Sometimes it'll lead to them, you know, kicking you out the door before you can really even get a foot in the door. You know what I mean? Because they intimidated by your presence, JC. JC, they intimidated by your presence. The pure fact by the way you carry yourself, your energy, how you can get along with people, how you can show up on time, that's a threat to them, bruh. You pose as a threat. On top of them feeling like they can't program you, or they got to get you up out of there, JC. Greed the problem at every job. Greed the problem in most cases in life. Greed is why the world is in a state of condition that it's in right now today. Greed, bruh. Some people will never feel like they have enough. This is what this video and this message is all about. The reason why some people, JC, and the rest of the chat, the reason why some people will never feel like they got enough, because they too busy chasing external things outside of them. They not fulfilled internally. Until you become fulfilled internally on the inside, you will start showing a level of gratitude and appreciation for what you have. You will become content with what you have. And so what you see from a lot of people out here is they just chasing shit that don't bring them no kind of level of fulfillment. And it ultimately leads to some kind of form of greed. And it's like, man, how much do you fucking need? How much do you need? It don't take that much to be at peace. It don't take that much to be happy. But see, what the elites did, what this government did, is say, you know what? You got to have this, that, and the third in order to look successful or to feel happy. But God said, you don't need that. All you need is my presence. And to understand your purpose and your mission while you here. And so what we did was swapped out God's word for man-made material objects. We swapped out God's word. We swapped out God's presence. And we replaced it with material things that would never fulfill us in the end. You dig what I'm saying? Truth Rising say real chop. Speedy, we good. You know we good. Need to hear that. You already know, Demetrius. All good, Demetrius. Max Capone, what's up, brother? How you? I'm good, Max. How you doing, Max? Truth Rising say 100. Max Capone 100. Shakina, it's been a minute. Hey, how you doing, Shakina? Welcome to the live. I know it's been a minute. I've been real busy moving all around and stuff, but we back. We here. And I hope everybody well, and it's good to see everybody back for another live. You feel what I'm saying? Truth Rising say 100. Fire. Hosky. They get very irritable. They can't take the energy. It's different. Yeah. It's sometimes your energy and the way you carry yourself intimidates people, y'all. It intimidates people. Because sometimes they never seen nothing like you. Some people used to having people bow down to them. Some people used to having people clean up their dirty work. Some people used to having people being a yes man to them. But when you come along, walking upright in this fulfilled energy of knowing who you is, man, you intimidate people, man. You intimidate them, straight up. Hosky say LOL. And so, you know, I want y'all to understand, man, remember, you just as much more important to God with nothing than you is with 7 yachts, 3 jets, and 4 or 5 baby mansions in the hills. You just as much more important than God than people who you see or you feel that have it all together. See, I'm going to tell you something. When you get to the point of breaking free from this system in this matrix, you see it for what it is. It's a game. All this shit is a game, y'all. Whether you want to call it, you know, real life is not real life. See, we living in the world within the world within the world. We not even really living in the real world. We living in a matrix. We living in a world inside of another world, inside of another world, inside of another world. It's like an onion. It's like layers to this shit, like an onion. You got to peel off all the layers in order to get to the nucleus, to get to the source, to get to divinity. And what we constantly going through in life is transitioning. See, you always got to be in a state of transitioning. Don't never allow yourself to be stuck and to be manipulated into this 3rd dimensional plane in this matrix. It's always room to grow. It's always room to do better. It's always room to become more involved with the spirit, more in tuned and aligned with the spirit. See, I'm telling you right now what it is, man, is people are too caught up on the game of life to where they can't hear the voice of God. Because they too busy caught up on the game of life. You feel me? Because man told us we got to have it this way. Man told us we should have it that way. This is what man told us. But God said, no. I ain't tell you nothing like that. I ain't tell you nothing like that. And really, we say it's a blessing. God bless me with this new car. God bless me with this money. God bless me with this new house. God bless me with this new job. God's saying, sure, I can give you things too, but the world was already yours before those things even came along. I didn't make cars. I didn't make houses. Sure, I sparked the idea in man to make those things. But see, man is using the things that he made and created to control the masses, to control the world. And a lot of people right now, man, based in their happiness and their peace of mind off of success or off of materialistic goods. Take some shit away from some people and see where they end up. You're going to see hella people jumping off buildings and shit. Take some shit away from people. Take their job away from them. They can't do without. They can't self-sustain like God really put us here to do. They're going to start going crazy because those external things, they feel like validates their peace of mind. They think those things is what gives them peace because they really don't know who they is. And they don't understand that, you know, this game that we is playing is only here to use up us, use up all our energy and to control us. That's all this game is about. And so now when you die and your kids get all your possessions, now they got to deal with the burden of trying to keep up with all that shit. They got to deal with the burden of keeping up with 3 or 4 houses. They got to deal with the burden of keeping up with 4 or 5 cars. So you know what a lot of people do? They sell that shit because I don't got time to try to keep up with it. You can't live when there's a burden on your chest, on your shoulders. that's causing you to be sidetracked from reality. You can't live. You think you living. I thought I was living. I'm telling you, I had 30,000 in my pocket. I was only 17, 18. I had 3, 4 cars. But inside, I didn't feel at peace. So I know about owning some shit. I know what it's like. And too many times people get carried away and thinking that the light at the end of the tunnel is what's going to change all their problems. And when they get to that light at the end of the tunnel, they see it was all smoke and mirrors. And they say, man, why I'm not happy, man? I'm still not happy. I did everything. I went everywhere. I traveled everywhere. I got a good job. I got a lot of money in the bank, but I'm still not happy. It's because of you became too entrapped into this matrix. You have become too entrapped into this third dimensional plane to where you forgot that these things wasn't designed to bring you peace and happiness. These things was designed to use up all your energy and your time. Woo-hoo. I'm going to pause for a minute because I've been speaking. These things was designed to use up all your energy and your time. Man, we've been tricked. I've been tricked. A lot of other people been tricked. And dog, you get on your deathbed, man, and they show you, all the achievements you did over the years. They show you all the memories. And the sad part about it, you say, man, I trade all that shit in to live a peaceful life. Only if I could have lived a peaceful life. I always went my whole life chasing shit. Man, bruh. Man, this shit kind of, it get me, it get me, man. It get me. You feel me? This shit get me, man. This shit get me when I talk about this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I went my whole life chasing shit, man. Only to get to my deathbed and to say, man, I trade all that shit in for some peace. I don't even know who I am. All my life, I've been trying to fit into societal expectations and fit into the next man expectations of me, and I don't even know who I am. Man. Whew. Messed us up, y'all. They messed us up. They pulled one on us. That's real shit. Trial and effort. What's good with you, Trial? Welcome to the live. Say True Media. I see you in this thing, Trial. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the live. Truth Risings is Mario. Man, it's Mario Brothers. Man. Come on, Truth Risings. They put a lot of these things in the game and in these cartoons and in these movies to show you how you really living. Trial and error. Everything is a game. I'm telling you. Man. I'm telling you, man. This shit just... Man, when you get to the point to where you so spiritually sound and aware, life become like... You're not afraid of death no more. Death don't scare you. It's just like, different level of senses. Your senses your spiritual senses start popping out to a whole nother level. The more you see the world for what it is, it's like these internal senses come out of you. And it just start broadening your perspective and opening up your mind to different realities and different things and how the world really works. It's deep, man. This is why they keep us distracted with social media. They keep us distracted with TV series and TV shows. They keep us distracted with these movies. They keep us distracted with celebrity gossip. They keep us distracted with sports and entertainment. They keep us distracted with all these different things, paying bills. They keep us distracted with trying to make sure we got, enough gas in our car to get around town. They keep us distracted by chasing money, by trying to feed our family and put food on the table. They keep us because they don't want you to get to the level to where you figure this shit out and you start waking other people up. It's real, man. It's real for real. 2000s put 100. Let me see. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me and see me. Put a 1 in the chat so I can read y'all questions. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me? Okay, there we go. We good. Okay, we good. Because it kind of started buffering on my side. Okay, let me read. Hosky say, the show Stupid Games is a great example. The more money you have, you won't be content with life either. Nah, you won't, Hosky. I'm telling you, this shit, Hosky, this life, this system is designed to keep you wanting more and more and more. Hosky, if Brother True ain't telling you nothing, hear me when I tell you this. Truth rises. If Brother True ain't tell you hear me. Look, Trial, Shakina, Max, Deani King, welcome to the live, my brother. If True ain't telling you nothing, and the rest of the track, if True ain't telling you nothing, hear me when I tell y'all this. This gonna blow y'all mind. This life, this reality, this matrix, this system was designed to keep you chasing and wanting more and more and more, to the point to where you just eventually get burnt out. You look up and you 80 years old and you about to check out. If you don't believe me, somebody answer this question. Anybody. Think about this, what I'm about to say. Why do they got to keep making new model cars every year? Why do they got to make a 2023 Corvette, a 2024 Corvette, a 2025 Corvette? Why do they got to make an iPhone 12, an iPhone 13, an iPhone 14, an iPhone 15, an iPhone 16? Why do they got to make a MacBook, a MacBook Pro 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024? Do y'all see that this system is designed to keep you chasing and wanting the latest things? Because it was designed to make you feel like it's always something new coming out tomorrow. So it's always gonna put you in a state of wanting more. You say, well, shit, yeah, I got the iPhone 13, but I want the iPhone 14. But ain't nothing wrong with your phone, though. Ain't nothing wrong with your iPhone 13. Why you want the iPhone 14? Or I just want it because it look good. You see where they got us at? That's the game right there if you could catch it. You see where they got us at? They got people chasing and wanting shit, and I'm telling you, you're going to get to the point to where you chase so much, you're going to burn yourself out. You gonna burn yourself out. Why do they gotta keep updating all these different cars? Why do they gotta keep updating all these different computers and iPhones and all this different shit? You know why they gotta keep updating this shit? Because they gotta keep you on a constant chase. They gotta keep you in a constant state of mind of chasing more. The more you chase, the more materialistic things you chase, the more of yourself dies off. The more energy dies off. Okay? This is what they did to us. It's programming. You say, well, damn, the Lexus 2020 look good. I like that Lexus 2020. It ride good. You know, it look good. Why do they got to make a Lexus 2026? Why do they got to make a Corvette 2026? Why do they got to make a Mercedes or a BMW 2026? Why do they got to make an iPhone 17? Why do they got to have an iPhone 18? Why do they got to keep constantly coming out with new pairs of shoes and the latest Nikes and the latest Jordans and all this different bullshit? Why do they got to have all these new TV series and shit like that? Because it keeps you in a state of chasing. Okay? Chasing. Ain't nothing wrong with the iPhone 12. Ain't nothing wrong with the iPhone 13. But you want that iPhone 14. You know why you want it? Just to say you got it. You don't even need it. Think about that shit. You don't even need the iPhone 15. You don't even need the iPhone 16. You don't even need the iPhone 17. But you only want it just to say you got it. This is where they got us at, in the mind. They got us, man, they pulled one on us, man. They got us upstairs. Mentally, we dead, and they know this shit. They know when that 2026 Corvette come out, they know it's going to be a gang of people lined up to buy that 2026 Corvette. But it looked the same as the 2025. It looked the same as the 2024. The iPhone 13 looked the same as the iPhone 12. The iPhone 12 looked the same as the iPhone 11. The iPhone 11 looked the same as the iPhone 10. They might switch it up here and there every now and then, but it's the same fucking thing. Think about that for a minute. For real. Deani King, what's good with you, Deani King, my brother on this thing? Hey, man, they do. Deani King say, peace, love. Guys, love is everything. You already know. All praises to the Most High, man. Real talk. Demetrius, staying at the crib for 3 months, listening and study more life lessons and filmmaking skills, too. That's good, Deani King. That's what's up. Yeah, man, I wish you well, man. A part of that journey, that's that freelancing, man. There's a lot of money in that. It's a lot of opportunity in that. And it's a lot of freedom in that, too, because you're working for yourself. Yeah, so do what you love. Do what brings you joy and what brings you happiness, man. We might have to talk, man, one time. You know what I mean? Because I be doing music, so we might have to get together and, film a couple skits or something. Truth Rises because they lost connection to the source. Exactly, Truth. They lost connection to the Most High. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Now I see when it say, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his own soul? See, that Bible verse wasn't just talking about rich people. When it say, what does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his own soul? That also was talking about everyday average people too. Yeah, it wasn't just talking about rich people. See, if you willing to be under the guidelines and the construct of this system, and you willing to do anything you got to do for some money, you have lost your soul and traded your soul for these tangible goods that comes along with this matrix. And that's why I say, what does it profit a man to gain the world to lose his own soul? It ain't just talking about rich people. It's talking about everyday average working people too as well, who trade in their time for some money. You selling your soul. And you right, Truth Rises, my brother, because they lost connection to source. They don't know who God is. Hell, people don't even, man, they done veered so far away from God. When you bring up God in the conversation, they look at you like you blue, like you a green person, or you orange, or you a blue person. Yeah. They look at you like you crazy. Pull my plonker, say Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, this is what the Lord says. I will bring on them a disaster they cannot escape. Although they cry out to me, I will not listen to them. Yeah, hit us with it's all in the word, man. It's all in the scriptures, man. It's a lot of verses, man, that basically speak on modern times and what we seeing right now today. It's real deep, y'all, for real. Trial and error say thanks. You welcome, Trial. It's all good. Number love. Thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. This live and this channel don't thrive without y'all. So this is y'all channel just as much as it is as of mine. So I appreciate you tuning in. Trial and error say, when you accept life the way it is, brings a lot of peace. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Yeah, you absolutely right, Trial. They don't want you to, look. The moment you figure out you the prize, the moment you figure out you the light, the moment you feel like you the success, the moment you feel like you the trophy, you got life beat. That's when you got life beat. And I'm not talking about on no arrogant shit like how these dating coaches be on these platforms talk about I'm the whole prize. And I ain't talking about in that way. I'm talking about from a spiritual standpoint. Once you figure out that you got all you need, you is the success. You is the prize. Can't nothing make you or break you or take you. You is divinely connected with the Most High through the Spirit. Once you start operating on that level of frequency, boy, you 10 times, you 100 steps ahead of the rest of the world. You 100 steps ahead of most people out here. Because you will begin to see the world for what it really is. Man, it's real. It's real. We're going to talk about it. I got a couple more minutes. Everybody put ones, okay? Truth Rises, the rat race. Man, the rat race, man, is crazy. And people will, what I never understood, Truth Rises, my brother? This is what I never understood, Truth. People will shame you for not wanting to be involved in this rat race. People will neglect you, disrespect you. People will make you feel like you less important just because of you don't got a job, or you not participating in this rat race like everybody else, or you don't want to own a gang of shit, or you ain't trying to be rich like them. People will make you feel like you the crazy one when the whole time you looking at them in reverse like, man, you really lost. You going to work, you listening to another man telling you when to go to work, what to do at work, how to act at work, what you can and can't do at work. You listening to another man to tell you that you really own some shit when God created the world. Don't nobody own shit. You really think that, you own land and you own property when God created the world. You don't own shit. Everything is temporary. See, they be looking at us like we crazy, but we be looking at them like they crazy. Nigga, you got a house paying a mortgage that you don't even own. Think about the psychological, bruh. Please, y'all, think about the psychological disadvantage they got us at. The psychological disadvantage and the psychological damage these people did to us. They really got us thinking we own shit. Just think for a minute, y'all. They really got us thinking we own shit. We don't own shit. They don't even own shit. That's the game, though. They noticed all this is all monopoly. All monopoly. They know they don't own shit. They don't even care about owning cars and clothes. See, the ones that really run the world, the ones that's really in power, they ain't got no money in the bank. They ain't got no money. They ain't got no cars. They ain't got no houses. They got power. And they know they created this system for the ones at the bottom to stay involved in this matrix. That way they can get away with their evil deeds and be corrupted with their power. See, we be thinking, oh man, the people that run the world, the government and the elites, and they own all this shit. No, they don't own shit. They know they don't own shit. They know they can't take it with them. They know that this is God's earth. They know God is the last, the foreseer over everything that happened on the earth. You can't own nothing on the earth. How could you own something on the earth? How could you own something? The only thing you own, or the only thing you in control of, is your soul. Your mind, body, flesh, and spirit. Everything else is temporary. These people know they don't own shit, but they want you to think you own some shit. You know why they want you to think you own some shit? Because they want you to think that this matrix is real. That's why they want you to feel like you important when you say, man, I just bought me a house, boy. I just bought me a house. They looking at you like, man, you dumb as fuck. We got this nigga. We got her. They really think they own this house. They really think they own this car. They looking at you like you crazy, man. They really think they own this land. They really think this property is theirs. They looking at you like, man, we got these people by the balls, man. They see, psychologically is where they got us at. They don't want to own nothing. They don't care about owning nothing. They just want power. They just want to have say-so in how this world dictates and operates on a day-to-day basis. What they want is spiritual enlightenment. That's what the elites want. That's what the Pope wanted. That's what the Queen of England wanted. That's what all these hierarchies and monarchies and all these people in high places in a position of power wanted. They want spiritual enlightenment, spiritual knowledge. They don't care about cars. They know it's no good once you purchase it. They don't care about houses. They know it's no good once you purchase it. They don't care about money. They know it's all a part of the monopoly scheme of keeping people controlled. All right? So we got to broaden our perspective to break out of this 3D plane. All right? Up here is where we need to be freed. Because you walking around thinking just because you're not in no jail cell and you ain't got no chains, you thinking you're free. But up here, you enslaved. You in bondage. And that's where they got us lost at. All right? Darlin Williams, love this conversation. Finally, someone said something. Darlin Williams, we always in here chopping game, man. I've been missing a few lives for the last couple of weeks, but man, you should go check out some of our recent lives, man. We did, man. It's been nothing but game, good energy, and love, man, and straight good information. And so we talk about the truth over here, man. Yeah, we tell it like it is. We talk about the truth. But thank you for tuning in, man, darling. I appreciate you for tuning in. I hope you find some kind of form of inspiration out of this message. God bless you, man. Trial and error, so you can keep buying. So you can keep buying, Trial. You already know. Trial and error say it's the same thing. They just slap different labels. That's all they do. That's all they do. That's all they do. But you know what's crazy, Trial and error? People fall for the okie doke. People fall for the trial and error. And everybody else on the live right now. Do you know you can make a Birkin bag? Do you know you can make a Gucci bag? Do you know you can make a Louis Vuitton bag? Do y'all know this? But we got people that's working their ass off, spending their hard-earned money and going into these stores spending 20, 30, 40, 50,000 on a bag, bruh, that you can make at home. Boy, we crazy, boy. Boy, we crazy. Truth Rising's consumers, man, I'm telling you. Consumers like a mug. Janika in this thing. What's good with you, Janika? Yeah, I see you, Janika. As soon as I got the iPhone 14, the iPhone 15 was coming out 6. That's what I'm saying. It's like, Janika, I've been having the iPhone 11 since, because I bought my son when the iPhone 12 first came, when the iPhone 13 came out, I bought my son the 13, and I kept my 11 because they wanted me to upgrade to the 13. I said, no, I don't want to upgrade. I like my 11. Ain't nothing wrong with my 11. So I got my son, the 13, because, they kids, and you know how kids is. And so I got him the 13, and I'm like, shit, I still got my 11 right now to this day. You know what I mean? It's the same. It's been, and they've been trying to get me to upgrade. Janika, they've been trying to get me to upgrade for like 4 years now. Hey, man, come get the iPhone 12. Come get the iPhone 13. Come get the iPhone 14. Come get the iPhone 15. Now they telling me to come get an iPhone 16. I'm like, dude, can't y'all see I'm good with what I got? Like, it do the same shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it look the same. It do this. So, but that's where they get you. They keep you in a constant movement of chasing things for bragging rights. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I got the new Jordans. Ah, ha, ha. I got the new iPhone. They want you to feel important. But they really looking at you like, man, you stupid. This is how they really see you bragging to the rest of the world. Yeah, man, I got the new chain, and I got the new car, but they looking at you like, boy, this nigga crazy. This nigga stupid. But to each his own, though. To each his own. Janika say later. Later to you, Janika. Hosky of Dark Star saying with movies and shows look good with AI but lack storyline and substance. Nothing original from the higher mind anymore. Nothing original, Hosky. All authenticity and originality has been taken out of all these TV shows. It's been taken out the music. It's been taken out art, creation, anything you really think of, entertainment, sports. Ain't nothing authentic no more. That's why it seems like everything is dry. It feel like everything is dry and don't nothing have no form of substance to it. Everything is weak. It's shaky. It's questionable. It feel rigged. It feel fake. The originality has been taken out of the things that we always loved. And they replaced it with, catchphrases to program you. Janika say, you right. It keeps you chasing after material possessions. And what profits a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Man, that Bible scripture right there, man, that's a heavy hitter right there. That might be one of the one of the most important scriptures, you know what I mean, in the Bible. Facts. Truth rises. I heard someone say before that, we can reach the firmament and people will still go to sleep, wake up and go to work like it don't even matter. Yeah. It's sick, man. It's conditioning. It's programming. And this is what they did to us, man. They did this shit to us, man. A group of scientists, a group of enlightened individuals who we look at as the Illuminati or Freemasons, secret societies. These people got together and said, man, we about to create a system that's about to have people so dumb. They gonna be so dumb to the point to where it becomes a detriment on themselves. They gonna be so dumb to where when they see anybody else trying to break out of the system, they gonna call them dumb for trying to break out of the system. But really, they the ones dumb for going along with the system. This is what these elites did to us, man. They manipulated us. Man, they did, man. They did. Janika say, yup. Tarisha, what's good with you, Tarisha? Welcome to the live. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You already know. All praises to the Most High, Tarisha. Good to have you in the live. Good to have you in the live. Max Capone say, bullseye, bullseye. Janika, amen. I agree. I'm at the point in life where I'm just wanting God. Man, I'm telling you. God has been moving on the earth, y'all. Y'all feel the spirit. Everybody feel it. Even the elites feel it. The ones in power, the rich, poor, and mighty, white, black, and different. Everybody feel the spirit of the Most High. You can't ignore the spirit of the Most High. Everybody feel it. And see, either it's going to do, the spirit of God is going to do either one or two things. It's going to make you become worse of an individual, or it's going to make you draw yourself closer to God. I'm going to repeat, it's going to make you become more worse than what you already was, or it's going to draw you closer to God. See, the spirit of God is moving on the earth. That's why you see a lot of wicked shit happening on the earth, because people feel like they're running out of time. They feel like they're running out of time to do what they got to do. And so they speeding up the process, and they doing shit at a pace to where it's causing them to flip out on the world and do certain things under characteristically. You know what I'm trying to say. They doing things that's abnormal because they feel the spirit of God is catching up with them. Some people is becoming more spiritual because they see the spirit of God is moving on the earth. People becoming more in tuned with nature. And this is why the world is at a state of chaos right now. Because it's trying to balance itself back out. Mother Nature is trying to balance itself back out. Because a lot of things have been thrown out of order, off its axles. It's shifted in a direction that, that's not good for mankind. And that's why we hearing a lot of, just weird shit, seeing a lot of weird shit, just all kind of things happening. Because the universe got to balance itself back out. And can't nobody run from the spirit of God. You can try to ignore it all you want. But God is present and ain't going nowhere. Facts. Croy say facts, Janika. That's where I'm at. I feel you, Janika. Truth Risings. They think you not qualified. Yeah, man, they crazy, Truth. They crazy. They crazy, man. Janika, exactly. Janika, forced to work. Forced to work. Truth Risings. Paying car payments for a car that sits in the parking lot while we work 8 hours at our job. Listen to this. This, because I always, for the most part, have my own place. I'm a bachelor, but I always have my own place. I kept my shit right, my own place, my own car, my own money and shit, right? I always was an independent kind of young man. You feel me? But I knew something wasn't right when I spent more time at work than I spent at home. Something wasn't right with that picture. I said, I'm spending more time at work than I'm spending at home. Something not right with that picture, True. And see, they got you going to work for 8 hours, 40, 50, 60 hours a week. You barely can get some rest and decompress on your days off. While you at home, you only get 2 days. Think about how sad it is, Truth. See, brother Truth, you own to something. Think about how sad it is, brother Truth, and the rest of the live on here. They only give you 2 days. You got to work 5 days. 5. And they... Do y'all see what they did to us? You got to work 5 days. Hell, some people got to work 6 days. And they give you 1 or 2 days off. And those days when you off on your off days, it go by so fast, y'all. It go by so fucking fast. Excuse my language. It go by so fast. It's like you just got home on your off day and 3 hours go by or a couple hours go by and you already got to get ready to get up and get back to work. They work you 5 days out the week and only give you 2 days off. you going to hell. Whoever made that shit, you going to hell. I don't care what nobody say, you going to hell. Pack your bags and get ready. I'm telling you, this government, man, and the people that set this system up, dog, they on a free fall on their way to hell, man. You going to hell, dog. You mean to tell me you gonna give me, I gotta work 5 days at work? 5. And you only gonna give me 2 days off to relax? I can't even spend no time with my family. I can't do shit. And then as soon as I look up, I got to get ready to punch the clock and get ready to go back to work. Man, they pulled one on us, man. And some people working 6 days out the week. And you know what's crazy about it? It always amazed me when I hear people say, well, you got to get your money. Man, fuck that money. I ain't about to go to, excuse my language, man, I ain't about to go to work for all them hours, man, and trade my youthful years and my freedom and my energy just for some money. It's other ways to get money, y'all. So let's not act like money is the issue when it comes to working, because it ain't money. It's because of you programmed, bruh, and you don't want to admit that you a modern day slave and you lazy. And it's not no shot to none of the people that work and go to work, because you got to do what you got to do, boo-boo. If you got to go to work, or bruh, if you got to go to work and do what you got to do. But you need to be trying to escape out that shit. That's what you need to be trying to find, an exit plan out that shit. You got people at work really going to work to retire. What is you retiring for? The only thing waiting on you after you retire is the graveyard, fool. That's it. The graveyard, that's the only thing waiting on you is the grave. They tell you got to go to work from the age of 25 to 65 or 70, and then you going to get 15 good years left, 10 good years left to travel the world. I don't like that system. I don't like that at all. That sounds like a setup. Real talk. Trial and error say, the world is messed up. Yeah, it's crazy, Trial. It is. I agree. It's crazy out here. Trial and error say we own nothing. And we own nothing, and we reminded about that every day, because of when we take our last breath, guess what, Trial and error? Ain't none of that shit coming with us. None of it. None of your accolades, none of your awards, none of the success you accumulated, none of your riches, none of your cars, none of your materialistic objects, none of that's coming with you when you die. Letting you know, all power and all glory be to the Most High. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that God Almighty is who he say he is and who she say she is. Yeah. Y'all thought y'all was going to escape and just do what you did. See, this is why God created death. Because God knew it could become a time where humans get out of control and get miscomplacent, because you got the enemy out here too, working on people, trying to, get people to turn on God. So God said, you know what? I got something for you. I got something for my children. I love y'all, but you got to die. And you know why you got to die? You really don't die. You transition, but that's a video for another day. But you know why you got to pass away, sis? You know why you got to pass away, bruh? Because you got to know that, look, I don't own shit. And God is the Alpha and the Omega and run everything. So while my little ass down here thinking I'm doing it big with my 4-5 chains and my new car and my house and all this bullshit and my riches, you gotta die, bruh. Yeah. Because the Most High gotta let you know it's levels to this. Yeah. It's levels to this, man. See, you a little dog, man. See, this shit down here is little shit. We think this big shit. We think we doing it big, man. It's little shit, man. See, when you get to the point to where you spiritually in tune and you divinely inspired through the Spirit of God, you're going to look at this world like this shit little. You're going to look at it from the lens of God. God going to let you put on his glasses from time to time and say, now look at the world. And you're going to be like, damn, this shit's small. He going to be like, yeah, I know. And he sees some people get too caught up into fame. Some people get too caught up into the game. Some people get too caught up in having a name. And so God got to let you know You better have a sense of humility, because death is waiting on your ass. Yeah. And guess what? Guess what I can do? I can speed up the process if you want me to. Yeah. See, this is see, all praises to the Most High. See, God sitting back saying, guess what? I'm letting you live. I'm trying to let you be cool. But guess what? I can speed up the process if you want to clock out early. Yeah. I can speed the process up. So make sure you be humble. You know? This is why death exists. Well, part of the reason why death exists, you know, that's another lie for another day. I can go deep into that. But yeah, we got to understand, man, God is the Alpha and Omega and have the last say so. Yeah, remember that. Trial and error say facts. Trial and error. We come with nothing, we leave with nothing. Naked you came in, naked you leave out. Trial and error. God is speaking through you right now. Yeah, God, I always, you know, do a little, you know, like some kind of form of prayer. And I just talk to the Most High. I talk to my ancestors, you know, and let them know that I'm here to be used as an instrument, as a vessel for the people. See, when I make my videos, let me enlighten y'all on something, y'all. I don't pre-plan my videos. I probably come up with the topics, but all this is off the mind and through the spirit. Everything, every video I ever made never was scripted. I don't script out none of my videos. I just come off the top of the dome. Because why do you need a script when you got God? What you need a script for when God is the script? God is the script. What you need a script for when you got the Most High? See, this is why it's important to be in tune with the spirit, to be in tune with the Most High, because you get to the point to where you don't need no script. People be writing all these YouTube scripts and what they want to say on this part and what they got to say on that part. Dog, I don't need no script. I come off the top. And see, the truth will bring you peace. The truth never lies. The truth can stand on its own, and you can feel the truth when somebody's speaking the truth, just like you can feel when somebody lying to you and trying to get over on you. And so most of the time I let the spirit do all the talking. I phase out my flesh. I phase out how I feel, and I speak facts. Truth. That's what we missing. Truth. Factual information to help us prosper. That's what we missing. We don't need your opinions. We don't need your feelings, bruh. We don't need your emotions and how you feel and what you thought. We need truth. Okay? And that's what I'm all about. Straight up. Janika say that's crazy. 20 to 30,000 on a bag, man. That's diabolical. That's diabolical, as one of my friends, she always like to say. Diabolical. I'm gonna use her word today. One of my homegirls always using that word diabolical, so I said, that's diabolical, Janika. Janika say, hey, my bro, love. It's all love, Janika. Yeah, Janika. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Truth Risings. Say I miss the Boost Mobile. Yeah, I know. Hey, for real, Boost Mobile, huh? Man. And I'm telling you, boy, take you back. Janika. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Leslie, amen. Say amen, Leslie. All praises to the Most High. Welcome to the live. Hosky. Well, don't worry. Since they're spreading things up so much, the effect of the real and genuine souls will be back very soon. Air Age. We already here. You talking to one of them right now. I'm talking to one of them reading the comment. We here. We here. We born again. We here. We carrying the ancestors with us. We instruments of the Most High. We know what it take. We know truth from lies. We know righteousness from deceit. And see, a lot of people is being deceived out of their soul, manipulated. I'm telling you, man, y'all better make sure y'all tune in with the Most High and get yourself right when it comes to your mental health. Don't be out here chasing these worldly things and caught up into everything in the world. It's not a sin to own stuff. It's not a sin to have a house. It's not a sin to have a car. It's not a sin to have money. I'm not saying that, y'all. I'm not saying, you know, these things is a sin or nothing like that. I'm not trying to, so don't take this message that kind of way. But what I'm saying is, don't be looking for these things to bring you fulfillment and peace. Don't get too wrapped up and caught up on the game of life to where you get stuck in the matrix and you become an agent of darkness, or you become an agent like in the Matrix. You know how when Neo was fighting all them different agents and they all looked at the same? That was symbolic of everybody out here is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Insanity. See, when they made that movie The Matrix, let me put y'all on some game. When they made that movie The Matrix, for everybody that's seen the movie The Matrix with Neo and Morpheus and Trinity and all them characters, when they made that movie The Matrix, they had what you call agents in that movie. And those agents was symbolic for how everybody think the same and move the same. So every time Neo will fight one agent, you know, the agent had the power to relinquish its energy and to jump into somebody else. It had the power to transform somebody else to look exactly like the agent. So the Matrix was, I'm telling you, so symbolic for the way we living. So you wonder why people going to work doing the same thing, trying to start the same business, wearing the same clothes, eating the same shit. You agents in the system that was designed to keep you mentally damaged and controlled. You feel me? Yeah. Let's talk about it. Trial and error. All my shifts, right? 12 hours. Crazy. 12-hour shifts. I was working 12-hour shifts too. I know something about it. It's hell. And I'm telling you right now, you got to do what you got to do to go get your paycheck. I'm not telling nobody not to go to work and feed their family, to pay their bills. But I'm telling you, you should have some kind of exit plan, and you should have some kind of peace of mind that comes without having those things. Like, say, for example, God forbid, if one of y'all was to lose your job, or if your house was to catch on fire, or you was to lose your car, you should still have peace, internal peace, and still be at some kind of form of happiness and peace of mind without having all those things they told us that we need. That's what I'm talking about. You know, Hosky say, or maybe it's speeding up time. It's the result of time fading out completely. It's a little bit of both, Hosky. Hosky, remember, two things can be true at once. It's a little bit of both. What you got is, you got time speeding up on its own, like time really speeding up. And then you got mankind speeding up too. You know, because we so busy. We too busy doing all these different things. So the way our brain work, our mind is trying to keep up with all these different things we got going on throughout our day. So it speeds up time on a psychological basis. You know, it speeds up time on a psychological basis by us being busy all the time and trying to keep up with all this different shit. And also, you have the universe as well speeding up, because we getting to an age where everything is about to rebalance itself out. And we coming to an end of an age. So it's speeding up. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what's going on right now. Let me see. Trial and error. I'm in the healthcare field. All my shifts 12 hours. You say I be on work per diem now. Yeah, 12-hour shifts. Okay. Healthcare. Yeah, I see why. I see why. Man, you got to get some rest though. Make sure you get some rest, Trial, and you take some time to spend some time to yourself and do the things that you want to do in life. You dig what I'm saying? And if that's what brings you happiness by working or peace or make you feel good, then ain't nothing wrong with that either. You know what I mean? But Don't forget about yourself at the end of the day. Them long shifts. I done worked 12-hour shifts before. I know how long they can be, and they draining. You feel me? Shakina say people be working hard, be sleep deprived to keep up with trends. Can't even enjoy the things they trying to impress people with. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, it's crazy. You too busy worried about how many likes you got on Instagram. You don't even care about how you feel about going to the Bahamas. You don't even care about how you feel about going into the Caribbean islands. You don't care about how you feel about going to Africa, going to go see the pyramids. You doing it for other people. You doing it for impressions. You doing it for likes. You doing it for some kind of form of brownie points, but you can't even enjoy the experience. You can't enjoy the experience of going out to that 5-star restaurant. You can't enjoy the experience of starting that new business. You can't enjoy the experience of traveling, going to that new museum, because you too busy trying to show everybody how you're living. Man, we got to start dialing it back in, man, and stop being out here, to impress everybody, because people really don't care. They might like it and make it seem like they care for a couple minutes, and after that they like, oh well, here what it is. I don't care. Trial and error. My co-worker told me she be working 3 jobs. When I asked her when she sleeps, she says she sleep at work. What? Oh my God. Yeah, she need to wow, man, that's the shit I be talking about, man. People justify why they should suffer. Think about this, trial. Think about this, y'all. People will subconsciously justify why they feel like it's important for them to suffer. And you can ask her, why you working 3 jobs? Oh, because I got to pay bills. Don't let money be the problem. Because it's always other ways to get money, y'all. Listen, it's cool to work. I had to work before. I own my own little businesses now, so I don't work for nobody but myself. I'm self-employed. I don't work for nobody. I've been like this for the last 4 years now. I don't work for nobody. So I'm not knocking people that got to work, because I used to work. I know what it's like to go into work, punch a clock, and do all that. But what I'm saying is, that's not the only way to get money. Why we always think that you got to get a job and that's the only way to get money? Y'all know it's other ways to get money, right? Like investing in yourself, coming up with a skill, investing in your purpose, investing in your gifts that God gave you, because God gave everybody gifts. It's other ways to get money. And 3 jobs shouldn't justify why you got to sit up here and suffer and kill yourself just to be able to live. You killing yourself, and you justifying killing yourself by saying, well, I got to do it because I got to pay my bills. So you mean to tell me you suffering in silence and being mentally drained is, more important than your peace of mind? You can't compare the two. You gonna give up your peace of mind. You gonna give up your freedom to go into that workhouse and to go work 3 jobs just to keep up with a certain lifestyle? I don't think so. I don't think so. But this is what they did to us. And you ask a person, why are you doing this to yourself? Well, I got to pay my bills. And you got to pay your bills, sis. And you got to pay your bills, bruh. And I understand we got to work. But damn, y'all, don't kill yourself, man. Don't kill yourself, y'all. Truth Rising say facts. Janika say, seek God. The Bible warns us. There is a way that seems right to a man, but it ends therefore are the way of death. Proverbs 14:12. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Facts. Trial and error, and that's facts. Truth Risings, yes, sir. The great mothers. Yeah. The great mothers, man. Shout out to the great mother God, man. Yeah. That's a live for another video I'm going to do on a great mother. Because we always say, holy, holy Father, holy, holy of holies. Father God this, but we never speak about the great mother. You know? We never speak about the great mother. Yeah, the mother God, man. The one they took out of the scriptures. The one they took out of society. The one they took out and try to erase from history. The great mother. You always heard about the goddess. They gave you Mary Magdalene. They gave you the Virgin Mary to give you hints of the great mother. They gave you Isis, Egyptian mythology, and Horus to give you hints of the great mother. But it came a point to where they got together and they took the great mother out of history and they try to wipe her out. But I'm right here screaming over the airwaves to say all praises to the Holy Father and the great mother God. Whoo! Yeah, let's get him. Yeah, I told you, man. See, we ain't got no time for games. This is why I tell people the real ones is here, man. The real ones is here. We ain't got no time for, views and clicks and bullshit and gossip and celebrity drama. We here to really do the work of God, man. We ain't got no time to be getting caught up in the world. We trying to save souls. We trying to get people to transition their minds. We trying to get people to transition through the spirit. We ain't got no time for games, man. All praises to the Most High, the Heavenly Mother and the Heavenly Father. Yeah. Yeah. We gonna speak on it today. Trial and error. God is smart. Yeah, God wasn't playing with him. He said, yeah, y'all think y'all gonna just escape? Y'all think y'all just gonna go through life doing anything y'all want to people? He said, nah, I got this thing that's called death that's gonna hit you. Everybody got to go through the process. Trial and error. I learned to be humble. It's good to be humble. Janika say it's so they don't forget what they want to say. Yeah, definitely. Trial and error, diabolical. Yeah. I got that from my homegirl. She always, every time we talk and stuff, my diabolical. That's diabolical. I say, man, here we go with it again. Trial and error. We're here. Yeah. Tarisha, energy never lies. Follow your spirit. When God says move, you move. Chosen one. No friends, family. God gave me my spiritual family. Thank you, brother. Spiritual Woken. We all spiritual family here. And remember, blood make you related. But I'm going to tell you like this. Family is those who you can connect with through the spirit. Because everybody related to you ain't family. Ask your mama. You probably don't get along with her. Ask your daddy. You probably never knew him. Ask your sister. Y'all probably always going back and forth arguing. Ask your cousins. Y'all probably don't get along. See, them people is related to you, but they ain't family. And the ones that really love you and the ones that really can converse with you on a level to where they show you compassion and empathy and they had the patience to really be there for you even when everything is going worse and ain't going good for you. That's your family. That's your family. And that's why some people be like, man, I know people for so long, man. I got family members I grew up with that don't even feel like family. And I got people who ain't even know for that long that feel like they my real family. That's because they is your real family. See, we can't forget the spirit and how the spirit works. See, don't nothing happen by coincidence. Don't nothing happen with no purpose or no reason. Everybody on this live right now was, before we was born, before we was even created, God knew we was going to be on this live today with each other. Because we all trying to find ourselves. We all trying to learn from each other. And see the spirit move in a way to where it know how to align and connect the people that's meant to be together. Because we spiritual family. Although we might not share the same bloodline, but we spiritual, we family through the spirit. Through the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? And so you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't a certain purpose or a task attached to your mission. You feel what I'm saying? And so we all here today, you know, conversing with each other about God and the things, the greater things that's important, the things that we need to be focused on. And it's all, you know, all due to the Most High. You feel me? Real talk. Tarisha said, had 3 spiritual awakenings protecting my energy, light, peace, aura, essence. Thank God. Thank God for you, Tarisha. I had 3 spiritual awakenings too. And I could tell you all 3 of them, each time I learned something different. And I became more and more vibrant, you know, to how the world worked. And my frequency changed. And that's why I was able to stop smoking. You know, even though I was a long time smoker, smoking weed and shit like that, I was able to stop. You know, I never was a drinker. I never drunk. That wasn't my choice of high. I never liked it to drink. But even when I did drink, I gave all that shit up. You know what I mean? Because I knew that I needed to be sober to be at my best. You feel what I'm talking about? Trial and error say right at peace no matter what. Trial and error. Time is speeding up. I feel it. Yeah, for real. Tarisha, amen. The scales have to be balanced. It got to balance itself out. You know, there's no yin without yang. No yin without yang. And we going through a great shift right now on the earth. Trial and error is draining, long hours, but I take time for self-care. That's all that matters. You got to do what you got to do in order to be where you want to be. You know? Yeah, so you'll be all right, Trial. People don't care. Live for yourself. I agree. Janika say, you're absolutely right. People really don't care, and people work so hard to impress people who could care less about what they have going on. And the sad part about it, people really be thinking other people care about them. Man, them people ain't even think about you, homie. Them people ain't worried about you. Real talk. Trial and error. She bragging about working 3 jobs. I got another co-worker. She got a stroke from working too much. Now she is disabled. Man, prayers go out to her and the family, man. That shit is sickening. But that's what it can do. Eat up your brain cells, man. Eat up your time and your energy. And leave you with nothing inside but a gang of regret. Man. It's crazy, man. Trial and error say these people making 3 working jobs normal. It's not normal. It ain't normal. I just had to talk to one of my other lady friends about that not too long ago and working, you know, just crazy like that. You know what I mean? Trial and error. I don't talk to my relatives. I always say family is people who respect and love you. I agree. Janika say amen. Didi in this thing. I felt you, Didi. That's why I hung on for an extra. I hung on because I was about to end the live like 10 minutes ago, but I said I knew I'm gonna see Didi. Let me hang on for Didi because I know she gonna come in. What's good with you, Didi, sis? I see you in this thing. Say what's happening, True Media. You tried to slide it live. Didi say, Didi, look, I swear it came out the blue. The live popped up out the blue today before I got ready to do it. It's like the spirit came over me and I really didn't have no time to like schedule it. I promise I wasn't trying to slide it past you, but Didi say you tried to slide it live past me? No. Oh, man. Hey, I knew you was going to pop in, though. She said, no, I'm here. What's going on? I'm late. The topic, but happy to be here. Happy to have you, Didi. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. We just basically talking about how basically the less you have, the more at peace you become with yourself. Because the more you have, the more of a burden it put on you. That's basically what was the topic of discussion today. We talking about. Didi say, yes, spiritually connected. You already know. Divine intervention. Didi, greetings, good people. Truth Rising say 2 times class solar flares hit yesterday. Yeah, I know, man. I know, man. Them things is powerful, man. And releasing a lot of energy. A lot of energy on the earth. You know what I mean? Real talk, man. That's why I tell people to pay attention to the heavens. Pay attention to the signs in the heavens or around you in nature, period. Nature will talk to you. Truth rises. Nature will talk to you, my brother. Nature will talk to you if you listen and if you pay attention. But you can't hear nature, you can't see nature, you can't feel nature if you're too busy chasing these worldly things all the time. This is another reason. That's a whole nother live for a whole nother video, man. This is another reason why they keep you distracted, because they don't want to know that we are the sons and daughters of the Most High God. They don't want you to understand that you get power from the sun. You get power from the moon. You get power from star correlation. You get power. It's energies that's on this planet that shifts every day around you. Frequencies that you pick up every day. That's natural. Natural remedies on the earth. Natural foods, plants, and diets and herbs that can broaden your perspective and make you become more spiritually intact and in tune with nature. That's why they don't sell you certain herbs. They try to put it into a pill and make it a prescription medication. This shit deep, y'all. We is the sons and daughters of the Most High God. And we is powerful, and we got everything we need, man. Don't let nobody tell you different. Real talk. Yeah, Diddy. Truth Rising say, make Diddy your mod. You know what? I'm going to try to do that right now. That's a good idea. Let me see. Yep, Didi, you alive. Didi, you a mod, Didi. Didi, you a moderator. I got you and Truth Risings as moderators, so y'all can kind of, dictate a little bit of the lives and make sure they going how they supposed to go. And y'all can control, certain things like, speech enhancement, just people, making sure people is on board with the lives and bringing in good energy. Y'all got control over there. Y'all like managers of the live. You feel what I'm saying? So I just made you a moderator, Didi. Trial and Error say, greetings, Didi. Didi, what's happening, Trial and Error? Janika say, that's so true. The more you have on you, the responsibility, the more burden you are. True, my brother. Yeah, it's a burden. It's a burden of, man, I gotta go check on this. Man, I gotta go keep on it. And then what this is what we do, Janika. We take our burdens and we pass that shit right down to our kids. We pass the burdens right on down to our kids, and then now you wondering why your daughter not talking to her brother. Now you wondering why your kids not talking to each other. That's because you done passed down the burden to them. And now they got the arguing over who house is this, who house is that, who gonna get daddy possessions, who gonna get mama possessions. They get the arguing over this stupid shit, and all it does is cause more corruption and confusion in the family. That's all it do. And it keeps the game alive, the game of the Monopoly. The Monopoly game continues because of you pass the Monopoly game right on down to your kids. Oh my God, I'm saying a whole lot. Y'all probably need to rewind this live because I done been dropping a lot of gems. What you doing is passing down the game of Monopoly right down to your kids. So you basically putting them in the same position you was in. You basically entrapping them into the same system, the same matrix, the same 3D plane you was trying to escape from by passing down all your possessions to them. Now they can't free themselves. Now they out here trying to figure out how they gonna keep up with your house after you pass away. Now they got to figure out what they gonna do with all these cars you done left them. It's a burden. The game just continues. It never ends. It never ends. It never ends. And you know the sad part about it, y'all? People can't even see that they entrapped in the system. They can't even see it. They think it's normal. Oh man, it's normal for my mama to leave me something. It's normal for my daddy to leave me something. Sure, it is. It is. They already left you something. You know what they left you? Life. Breath. Eyes to see, ears to hear, and fingers to pick up and maneuver with certain things and objects. Life. They already left you the most precious thing you can ask for. And of course, I'm not saying don't leave your kids nothing, y'all, but teach them. Show them the way. Teach them how not to let these materialistic things overtake their joy and get them to lose themselves in the process by trying to keep up with it. All right? Yeah. Truth Rising say 100, fire. Trial and error. At Didi, nothing much, just hanging out. You already know we in this thing. The family is in this thing. Didi, we make things gravitate to us. We are energy. We are energy. Yes, we is. And we pick up energy too. That's the thing that that's how we can make things shift in our reality. Because it's all kind of forms of energy around us. And it's like, what do you want to tap into? You got a lot of things you can tap into out here now. A lot of things. It's a lot of different worlds on this earth. It's only one earth, but it's a lot of different worlds on the earth and a lot of different realities within these worlds. And you got to protect your energy, because if you ain't careful, you be done picked up the wrong energy from the wrong person. You know? Throw off the total dynamic of your day and how your day been going. Change everything overnight. You just start losing shit out the blue. Protect your peace and protect your energy. Real talk. What's a mod? A moderator is you know, you got the ability, like, say for example, somebody come in the chat and they cursing. You got the ability to put them on timeout. You got the ability to do a lot of stuff. So basically, if somebody come in like I'm gonna explain, give you an example. If somebody come in the chat and they talking disrespectful to people in the chat, you can put them on timeout or you can block them from the chat. You can do stuff like that. You know, you can correct people's speeches, you know, and stuff and things of that nature. It's like basically like having a job and being a manager at your job. That's basically what you is as a moderator. It's like being the manager of the lives, because I can't keep up with everybody on my own. You know what I'm talking about, Didi? I can't keep up with everybody on by myself. That's why I made Truth Rising's a moderator, just in case I see something, just in case he sees something I don't see, he can change something, you know, within the live without me having to do it. Because I can't talk to y'all and keep up with everybody at one time. So it's like basically being a manager on every live. You know, that's all a moderator is. Didi say, okay then. Didi say, we are powerful people. Didi, we have to be careful how we move, how we think, and holding on to negativity. So we must think big and think powerful. I agree. That's facts. Janika said, Jesus, I hate when people die. People fight over the stupid things. I seen it a few times in my own family, arguing over material things. Yeah, and break the family up. That's another thing that they use, Janika, to keep us at odds with one another when it comes to family. That's how they do it. That's how they keep us at odds with each other. That's why it's important to create a foundation where everybody benefit from the foundation that you set and you create, and y'all grow together. Y'all build it together. You know, that way won't nobody be fighting. Like, say for, let me give you an example of what I mean, Janika. Say for example, if I have 4 kids, instead of me having a good job, going to work every day, and sending my kids to school like a lot of people do. I'm about to build the business and I'm about to employ my kids, and my kids gonna work for me. And I'm gonna have my kids on the payroll. I'm gonna be my kids' boss. So we gonna keep it all in the family. We gonna grow our own business and we gonna build our own foundation together. That way, when I pass away, my kids ain't gotta be worried about arguing over a house, arguing over a car, because they already got their own houses. They already got their own cars. You know what I mean? And so it'll be easier on them to put me to rest without having to worry about who gonna take what. So that's why it's important as a family to build the foundation together. That's what the Mexicans do. That's what the Latinas do. That's what the Jewish community do. That's what the Indians do. They build their communities. They build their businesses together. They build the foundation of their businesses together. That way, when one of them pass away, when Big Mama pass away, or when Grandpa pass away, or when Mama pass away, or when Daddy pass away, they ain't got to worry about arguing over houses and cars and shit. Because they already have built the business together to where they thriving as well. That's how you do it. Truth Rising say facts. Diddy say manifest. Whatever you want to happen. Exactly. Trial. Exactly. Not trash. The portal. Diddy say the portal is open for things to go in or to go in our favor. I agree. I definitely agree. Diddy say we must be aligned though by vibrating high on a good ship of frequency. Definitely. You already know it, Diddy. Your frequency mean everything, man. See, let me tell y'all something about frequency. Music can shift your frequency. They have certain instruments that can shift your frequency. Tones can shift your frequency. You got to stay on tack when it comes to your energy and your frequency, man. Real talk. And check up on yourself every day. Have a little pep talk with yourself. Make sure, hey, tell yourself, man, you doing good. You all right? Is it anything you need? Talk to yourself, man. It ain't nothing wrong with conversating to yourself and checking up on yourself. Talk to yourself, man, you okay? You good? Say, yeah, I'm all right. Because you need to do that because you need to keep yourself spiritually grounded. This is how you keep yourself from going insane. This is how you keep yourself from getting distracted. You got to have little pep talks with yourself to keep your vibration and your frequency at the level that it need to be at for you to function how God needs you to function. All right. Truth Rising say it helps keep order in the chat. Yeah, basically right. There you go, Truth Risings. So Didi, basically the moderator is just you helping like keep everything organized in the chat, making sure ain't nothing is, you know, being said that ain't supposed to be said. And, you know, you a manager basically. You know what I mean? You'll get it. Present moment. Hey, thanks for being that last few realists left. Man, I appreciate you. First of all, I want to thank you for being a part of the live present moment. Appreciate you, man. Glad for you to catch this live. It definitely was divinely inspired and meant for you to be here. And yeah, man, I got to tell it like it is, man. You know, I got to make sure I be authentic and I got to make sure I be on my best to give y'all my best. You feel what I'm talking about? So, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything, all the support, all the love, and God bless you, my brother. Real talk. Trial and error say the live went smoothly. Yeah, the live was beautiful today. It was needed. Trial and error say I'm glad about the not having trolls. You know what I did, Trial? I cut off public lives. So the only people that got access to our lives is the people that subscribe. If you're not subscribed or you're not a member of the channel, you can't have access to our lives. Because when I try to be nice, Trial, I try to be nice. I tried, Truth. I tried, DD. Janika, I tried to be nice. Like my first 4 or 5 lives, I tried to be nice. I let anybody come in. I let anybody kind of like speak their piece, but it started getting crazy after a while, man. People start coming in, man, with the wrong intentions, negative connotation, negative remarks, and just bad energy. So I had to go back into my settings and I had to set it to where only people that subscribe to me and people that's members of the channel can be a part of the live, so we don't have no trolls in the live. So that's why the live is going so beautiful. Yeah, God is good. Truth Risings, we're building our tribe slowly but surely. Yeah, it starts right here. Let's get it. And see, when we grow to the point, I got visions for this channel. I got a purpose for this channel. When we get to the point to where we grow, like when we become like, we got enough numbers, I want to be able to set up a conference meeting between all of us. I want to be able to, come on the live one day and let us all meet up in real life in person. Go out to eat somewhere, set up a conference, and possibly even take a few trips and travel to a couple different states with each other if possible. So I got all that in the works. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff for y'all. Don't even trip, cause y'all real family. Didi say at Truth Risings, yes. Didi say absolutely true, media. You already know, sis. Janika, amen. Create a good foundation. It does matter. Amen. Train them up. Family business, yep. The Indian people all lived together and paid off the homes together and owned the entire block. That's exactly right. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Janika. If you don't, it's gonna be chaos in the family. Sooner or later, somebody gonna pass away and it's gonna be some kind of chaos or turmoil in the family. And so black people in general, let me talk to y'all, sis. Let me talk to y'all, bro, for a minute. We gotta get our shit together. We gotta focus on running our communities and our households to a point to where it's gonna benefit us all. All this individualism, all this independent shit, it's not working for us. It's not working for us. All this, I got it and you ain't got it. I'm rich and you not. All this bullshit, this shit is not it. It's not working for us. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Do y'all see Indian people online calling other Indian people broke? Do y'all see other Jewish people online calling other Jewish people broke? Do y'all see even Latinas and Mexican people online calling other Latinas and Mexican people broke? No, you only see that shit in the black community because we got a very independent way of thinking. Individualism has crippled our community, has crippled our family, has crippled our household. And we got to get our shit together and we got to learn how to move as a unit and come together. We would never really get nowhere in life, in our family, and in our community, until we learn how to stick together and build together and support each other. We the only ones, everybody stick together. We the only species that run around God's green earth talking about, ha ha, my chain bigger than yours. Ha ha, I'm rich and you ain't. Ha ha, my girlfriend finer than yours. Ha ha, my kid's smarter than you. We the only ones that do this shit. Because we have a very independent way of thinking. We into independence too much. We care about self too much. We need to start coming together and we need to start gathering together and forming a sense of unity and uniting. That way, we ain't got to worry about depending on other races to fix our problems when something pop up. Come on, man. Janika say how they do it. Janika say tunes does shift your frequency because think about David and Saul. David played the harp for Saul and calmed him down. Yeah, them instruments would calm you down. They really would, because they attach to your spirit. Think about it, Janika. You can't see music. You can hear it, but you can't see it. You can't see your spirit. You can feel it. You know it's in you, but you can't see it. And so, spiritually, you have a direct connection with music because y'all both operate from energy. Your spirit is energy. Music is energy. And so it aligns with you quicker. It aligns with your spirit quicker because y'all both operating from a state of energy. Okay? So that's why music have the ability to shift your frequency and your vibration, because it's a direct signal to your spirit. Didi say we are still in a year of Jubilee until 2026. So we must build humanity to show more love to each other so we can transmute the energy to shift in our favor. I agree, Didi. And we on the right track, and it start with lives like this, just so, taking baby steps to get to our goal. And when we look up, you're going to have a whole generation that's full of compassion, empathy, and unity. And that's what it's all about, doing the work of God. Trial and error. Oh, yeah, that's a good strategy. Yeah, I'm telling you. Trial and error, that's how they do it. Trial and error say, laughing emojis, I see you. I know. Trial and error say, right. Truth Risings, 100. Hunter Thomas, what's good with you, Hunter? Good to see you back in this thing. I see you, Hunter. Didi say, yes, that sounds wonderful, True Media. You already know, Didi. I'm just giving it like it is. Didi say, I would love to be amongst true, genuine spiritual beings. Yeah, we got to do that. We got to, I'm working on it. We got to keep growing. Once we grow a little bit more, and we're going to start, hooking up and see if we can start, I'm going to get everything together. Don't even trip. I don't want to give too much, but I'm getting it together. You know what I mean? That way we can hook up and connect in person. Didi say, yup. Trial and error say, that's the problem. No unity. So they compete. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why we lose. You know what I mean? That's why we lose. Trial and error say, it really don't matter. Yeah. I'm telling you, Trial. This been a good live, y'all. I love y'all, man. I'm about to get ready to get up out of here. I got to handle some business. Didi say tunes help you sleep, help you dream, and time travel. Yes, it do. Astro projection and lucid dreaming is real. Yes, it do. Rose in this thing. Rose say thumbs up. Rose OG in this thing. Get them likes up for Brody. Yeah, you already know, Rose. Shout out to my boy Rose in this thing, man. You dig what I'm saying, man? Yeah. Good to have my Brody in this thing one time. Truth Rising say 100. Janika, they compare. That's the only reason why they competing. Yeah, definitely. And remember, comparison is the thief of joy. I just made a video about that 2 days ago. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't be so quick to compare yourself to other people. You don't know what they have to do to get to where they at, or you don't know what they have to do to get what they got. Comparison is the thief of joy. Shakina, have a nice night, everyone. Yeah, y'all be good. Y'all be good. I gotta handle some business. I love y'all. It's been a good live. I think this one of top 5. I don't know if it's the best, but I think it's top 3, top 4. It's been a good live, good energy. Yeah, I'm loving it. So until next time, y'all, I love y'all. God bless y'all. Have a fantastic week. The rest of y'all week, hope is filled with good news, positive reinforcement, positive energy, and may God bless y'all, man, and keep y'all, breathing, alive, and well. And I love y'all. Until next time, peace out. Holla at y'all later. 100.